Well, good afternoon, Twality Middle School. I am Auctioneer Patrick, and I am so excited to be here with you as we kick off the Twality PSO and their Glow Big Neon Week of Giving with our online auction. Hey, it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a great guest today, but as we get started, a couple of things to keep in mind. Please reach out and say hello in the comment box. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what your connection is to Twality. And also, as we go through the program today, please don't hesitate. If you got a question, ask it. Just drop it right there in the chat, and we will answer it right here on the air. So with that all being said, let's bring our virtual applause and hands together as we welcome the PSO president and auction chair, the one and only Liz Martin. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Patrick?
Oh, gosh, it couldn't get any better. It's auction time. It's finally here. You've been working so hard. Tell me about it.
We have, myself and a whole army of amazing volunteers have been working our tails off, getting ready to bring this auction to you guys. And we are just so excited that today is the day.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. Hey, over the next 7 days, 8-9 days, tell me a little bit about the PSO there at Twality. You're going to raise a lot of money,
Yes.
And you have a lot of needs. Tell us how the dollars will be used.
We do. We really thrive on really just having a sense of community. So what I really love about our school in particular is we help each other out. We really bring everybody together. That is definitely the theme that I feel like our principal, Susan Kosmala, has really set the tone for our school about being good humans and kindness. And I just really love that. Beyond that, our PSO, we support all of our arts programs by all of them do field trips. We raise money to purchase financial literacy curriculum from Junior Achievement, where if you have younger kids, you might have noticed that they went to BizTown in 5th grade.
Right.
Once they get to 7th grade, we send all 300 plus children back to Junior Finance Park in Hillsborough, and they get to take part in that curriculum in their classroom. And then they go on a field trip where they get to basically be an adult for the day. And
Wow.
that is something that our PSO, we raise funds for to make sure that all of those kids get that experience.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I mean, and if you summarized all of that, I mean, you would probably say that what the PSO is doing is really enhancing the educational experience that all the students have, right?
Yes. So our number one focus is to bring in enrichment, whether that be through social programs or through education.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, we've got a couple of people chiming in. I want to give them a little bit of shout out, if you would. The Twality Middle School PSO page on Facebook is all fired up. You didn't have anything to do with that, did you?
That's actually, no, that is not me, but that may be some other.
Yeah,
other
that's
folks
awesome.
behind the scenes.
And Amy is chiming in. She is fired up. She's got great items on the list. So we are excited to have you in the audience there, Amy. Thanks so much. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, you've built an incredible auction here, and it's going to be fantastic. Nearly 150 packages. Is that right?
That is, yes. Like I said, we had an army of volunteers really working their tails off and hitting up everybody we could think of.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I hear that more items could be added this week. So we want to tell there's some secrets coming, aren't there?
I did. I just took a few extra photos where those items will be uploaded later today. So
hang on a second.
Yeah.
Now you and I had a conversation off camera. You're not taking pictures of the item you told me just got donated, right?
Nope.
Okay. All righty. Fantastic. That's perfect. Hey, Amy, how about Liz? How about I jump in and tell people how to participate? How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, that is fantastic. And hey, folks, I want to let you know this. What's great about when you talked about sense of community, Liz, one of the things that stands out to me is there's nothing more community oriented than the online auction, right? Because there are no barriers to entry. Everyone can bid and support quality. And I want to walk you through how to go about doing that. And as I do, if you have a question, drop it in the box, right? Just drop it right in there in the comment box. Chat is right next to it, the view window on the website, right here, or it's on if you're on Facebook or one of the other platforms. You know what the chat box is. Just drop a question in there. And the worst case, say hello. Let us know you're in the audience today. It's always fun to chat back and forth. So when you get to the event, first of all, it stands out, right? Glow big, it says, Liz. Glow big.
That's great.
I love your theme. It's awesome. And the first thing you're going to want to do, friends, is go ahead and register for the event. Just click on that registration button right up here. It says register. I'm going to encourage you to do that because that will log you into the system. Our auction platform this week is Auctioneer, and it is very robust and very secure. So make sure you go ahead and register. And when you do, you will receive an email almost immediately back. And that email will tell you that you're confirming your email address. So if you don't get that confirmation email, then you put in the wrong email address, right? Or check your spam filter, one of the two. But also in that email, Liz, is the links to download the Auctioneer app. And I'm always encouraging folks, I think it's the easiest way to find the auction and stay in touch with all the action is to have that Auctioneer app on your phone. Log into that, easy to place bids, monitor all your bids, check out all the cool items. I mean, with over 150, there's plenty to do. And Amy's got a couple of questions on there. First of all, she says great items, which absolutely there are great items. And I'm going to get to her questions. In fact, why don't I just do it right now? Her first one is, how do you buy raffle tickets? Well, that's a great question, Amy. And it couldn't be easier because it tells you right here in the front page of the website, buy raffle tickets. And once you are there they are. Okay. And it's going to go ahead and let you know that we're only selling 150. She says, how many tickets are available? Amy, you should be on the broadcast with us, right? I mean, that is perfect. You're just teeing me up right here. We're only selling 150 tickets, and that's total tickets, right? So we have two options here for you. You can buy a single ticket for $25, or you can buy 5 vacation raffle tickets for $100. Now, what is cool is the person who wins, and we're going to do this drawing on Sunday, May 18th. Okay, so if that's your next question, Amy, I just jumped on it. So before you ask me when the drawing is going to be, it's going to be on Sunday, May 18th. I want to let you know that this is a trip to Mexico is the grand prize. 8 days, 7 nights for 2 adults. You can add 2 children at additional cost at the time of booking. And the winner will have the option to choose between 3 amazing locations, which include Club at Hacienda del Mar, Cabo San Lucas. There's a Hacienda Encantada Resort and Spa in Cabo San Lucas, and also the Bougainvillas Resort in Puerto Vallarta. So it is going to be absolutely awesome.
Ooh, tough choice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I can almost feel my toes in the sand and that margarita in my hands. How about you, Liz?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. We got another viewer, and I think I'm going to throw Roger in here because even though he couldn't find Twality with a Roger is either in South Africa or Great Britain today. He's a friend of mine from out there. Big fan of Auctioneer and all the things to do. So, but he says, wow, what a great prize. So thanks for tuning in, Roger. That's awesome. So that is the raffle. And if you have more questions, Amy, please fire them right at me. I would love to answer them if I can. Okay. So get your raffle tickets, right? Like we said, we're only selling 150. And if people buy them in 5 at a time, they'll go a lot faster than if they buy them 1 at a time. So we'll see how that turns out. The other thing I want to let you know is that you can dive right into the auction catalog. Okay. And here, Amy or Liz, I keep calling you Amy, and I mean Liz.
That's okay.
Liz, this is where all the fun happens, isn't it?
That is, yes.
Yeah, yeah. This is some cool stuff. I want to jump in and show folks how to bid. And this one here is just how cool is that bag? We're going to come back to that. Shelly is in the house. Welcome to the party, Shelly. Nice to have you with us. We've got all sorts of fun stuff. You know what? Well, that one's already up. Look at all these bids already, huh? Liz, I mean, people are bidding away this morning, aren't they?
Yeah, we're really pumped up and excited.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you put so much effort into it. It's fantastic. I am going, Kanita has just reopened here recently. Let's check out that package. And we're going to tell people how to bid and how to support. Actually, I'm already registered. I'm going to go to the right one. Then we will help me. Okay. I'm going to go to Kanita and let's see what happens here. This is for the package is outlined right here. This is for 4 free all-day passes, and they don't expire until December 15th later this year, which is awesome. It's valued at $160. Wow, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, what you're going to find here, Liz, is right at the top. It says the bidding ends in 9 days plus bid extension. So 9 days is on May 4th at noon. Okay.
Right.
So everybody should mark their calendar for May 4th. That's Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday. That's a week later, and bid is going to start to close at noon. And when I say start to close, the reason I say that, Liz, is because we have what we call bid extension is a feature that is in the software, and it makes our online auction operate just like a real live auction. I'm up calling bids in a live auction. I don't say sold until people quit bidding, right? So if there is an item that receives a bid in the last 5 minutes, okay, so 11:55 a.m. on May 4th until noon, okay, if there is an item that receives a bid within the last 5 minutes, it will extend the closing time another 5 minutes, right? So all of a sudden, it will not close at 12 o'clock on that individual item. It then will close at 12:05. That gives the other person who just got outbid the opportunity to get in and bid again. And if they do, it will extend it another 5 minutes. Okay.
Ooh.
So you understand how that works, Liz?
That's right.
So we want to make sure that nobody is surprised. This isn't eBay is not an auction, right? Where people try to bid at the last possible second. That won't work with this. Okay. You're going to, every time, if you bid in the last 5 minutes, it'll extend it another 5 minutes. So plan on having some fun on Sunday, May 4th at noon. Okay. Wherever you may be, you got that Auctioneer app on your phone, you're sitting at your laptop, you got your tablet open, sitting in the sunshine somewhere. You can keep bidding and supporting Twality Middle School. Now, it's always going to tell me what the current high bid is, right? And poor Rebecca put her name on there, which is great. Okay. Notice that she did not use her full name like Melissa did down below. Okay. And one of the cool features of our software, Liz, is that when you register, you do have the option to choose a nickname. Okay. So if you would like to be anonymous, make your nickname anonymous. Make your nickname whatever you want it to be, right? I'm thinking about your theme, Glow Big. I don't know what I would use for a nickname for Glow Big. Maybe you'd call it The Shining. Maybe you would call it Neon Boy. I don't know what it might be, Liz. Do you have any idea?
Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't.
Trick question. It was a trick question.
That was a trick question, and now I'm stumped. I can't think of something off the top of my head.
You let me know when you come up with one. Okay. So this is telling us, Liz, that the current high bid is $110, and it says the next bid must be at least $120, right? We're in the
Yes.
fundraising. So we say at least 120. You want to put $1,000 on it? That's great. You can put $1,000 on it. Now, when I look at this package, I get excited about it. And I think that's a heck of a deal, but I would pay more than 120 for it. Maybe I would pay, I don't know, $150 for it. Okay. But I don't know about you, Liz. I like to get a deal, right?
Yes.
So yes, I would pay up to $150, but if I can get it for less, I want to do that. Okay.
Yes.
Now, here's why that is important. Okay. You'll see the box right below this. It says proxy bid. Okay. And what that means is that I'm placing my $150 bid as a proxy bid, Liz. And what that means is the computer is going to place a bid for me at the lowest amount I need to be in the lead. Now, we know from right here that the next bid must be at least $120, right?
Yes.
So what it's going to do is it's going to bid $120 for me. Now, somebody comes in and outbids me, then it's going to raise my bid. Okay. So let's just for the fun of it, not for the fun of it, because I could use the 4 passes. I might as well support Twality. All right. Now, looky there. How about that? Rebecca's going to hate me. Okay.
She's going to have to log back in.
She had, no, not yet. She already had a proxy bid in.
Ooh.
Now, this is where people save money, okay? And I want to explain that, okay? Had I just bid $120 and it was the high bid, but I was willing to pay more, but I only bid 120 and somebody came in and raised it to 130, my next bid would have been 140. I would have had to increase my bid by $20.
Got it.
Because of the proxy bid, had I bid 120, but I had proxied it at 150, what would have happened when somebody bid 130 is it would have raised my bid to $130 and kicked them out because my $130 was first. Okay. So I would have saved $10.
Got it.
All right. So that's why. Now, what's happened here is I bid 150. It tried to bid 120. Said, no, we already have a 120 bid. So it raised Rebecca's bid to 120. Then it raised mine to 130 because I'd set it as a $150 proxy bid. It raised hers to 130. It said she was here first. 140, she was here first. 150, she was here first. You're out, Patrick. We've exceeded your $150 proxy bid. Okay. So I'm not gonna raise her up anymore. I'm gonna close without bidding. Okay. But you see how that works? Is that good?
Oh, that was so cool.
Was that clear though? That I just want to make sure because I want to make sure that our friends out there make sure if you have any questions, drop them in the box. We'd be happy to answer them for you today. In fact, we've got several here. I want to see.
Great.
Shelly's given us a big yay, and she's also cheering you on for so many great items. And then it says, when should we be seeing the new items for bid? Well, that's a secret, Shelly. That's a top secret. So check back daily. Let's just say check back daily. And Shelly, I'm going to come back to how you can check on that answer. Okay. And then last year, Kathy is saying, is the raffle done live? Got to make sure I'm available. Well, you can be available. I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, Liz. You're going to do a little quick live stream to draw the winner. Is that what your plan is?
Yes, we are.
Okay, fantastic. So, but you don't have to be present to win, right?
Correct.
So, Kathy, don't worry about that. But I'm sure that Liz and the team will post on probably the Facebook page or wherever all they're posting, where that raffle, where you can watch that happen. Okay.
Yes.
So that's a great question. And then who else is Bro? Looks to me like somebody's used the nickname. I can't imagine that's their real name. What do you think? Yay! This is the best auction. Love the choices. And then Shelly is all fired up about bid battles. And Kathy Pham is in there again. I got outbid today by a proxy. Really cool option. So I'm going to segue right off of that. That was perfect. Now,
Awesome.
Before I leave this page, Liz, I do want to show a couple of other things, okay?
Okay.
And one of them is these icons at the top, right?
Yes.
Because I know the PSO will take support from anywhere. Is that a fair statement?
That is, yes.
Yeah, very fair. We would love to invite and welcome more into our community at Twality Middle School, right?
Hmm.
So, with that being said, friends, as you get in there and you start perusing the items, because there is 150 packages, okay, you're going to see some packages that may not be for you, or maybe you already have, or maybe whatever, okay? And other people who would love that package, okay? Here's a great way to spread the word. If you click on the Facebook icon, it's not going to take you to the Twality Facebook page. It's going to create a post on your personal Facebook page. Okay. And this is a great way for you to share with your social media family and community. Hey, check out this package available at my school's auction. Okay.
That's
and
so
and
cool.
that will draw some attention because how many times have you knocked on the door and said, hey, will you support our school? Hey, will you buy
Yes.
Reese? Will you buy candy? Whatever it is, right? We've
Right.
all been there. Okay. But when people see on the Facebook this Kanita resort, they're like, hey, I hear they just reopened. It's a really cool place. What is this? Oh wow, 4-day. They'll click on this, right?
Yes.
So I really, really, really want to share, get on there. And if you want to support Twality, whether it's by bidding yourself, share out items to your community and get people involved. You can also do it on X. You can click on this share. If you're on your phone, it would create a text for you. You can also copy a link. But remember, it's always just to this individual item.
Got
Okay.
it.
So it's just to that item. If you want to share out the entire auction, which is a great idea, like send to the grandparents, hey, there's 150 items, pick out several, right? Then you
Yes.
can go down to the bottom and right down here, you can share out the entire event. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So share this event, share this item. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So that was cool, huh? Did I
That
teach you
is
something
cool.
there?
There's so many options with this
Yes.
platform that just
Yep.
make it so easy and convenient.
Yeah, they do. And Kathy says, share all the things. Kathy, don't share
Yes.
the items you're bidding on. That's going to cost you some money. Okay. There are no friends at an auction. Okay.
Ah,
So make sure you don't. And hey, thank you. Kind words from Roger again. Thank you very much for tuning in, Raj. I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's not the same time as here. So this is awesome. We got people out there. Let's see. Laura Priester loves us. Dana, Alicia, lots of folks tuning in and saying good things. And then
oh,
Shrobro, Shrobro. I use the share feature to my family and friends. That away, Shrobro. That is awesome. Look at there. Dana's bidding right now. Every time these little green boxes pop up on our screen,
oh,
Liz, that means
awesome.
someone has posted a bid, right? So lots of
Ooh,
activity, right? You can do
yes.
it from anywhere. And if you got that Auctioneer app on your phone, it's even better, right?
Yes.
So this is this is spectacular. Now, one of the things that I told you I was going to share was it Kathy was asking about, or Shelly was asking about when new items. Yeah, when should we expect? Okay, now it was Shelly. Shelly, when you get in the auction catalog, if you'll come here, you can always go to items without bids. And so if it's a brand new item and nobody's bid on it yet, click on this and it'll show you the items that currently do not have bids yet. Okay. So that's a great way. Just every time you go in, check on that, and that'll show you some of those new items. Okay. If they haven't been bid on yet. But you can always query out any of the items. You can check on the items you're winning. You can check on the items you've been outbid on. You can check on items that you've bid on at all. It's tells you all sorts of stuff. And it says items I've starred. Okay. And a lot of times people might star an item. And what that means is starring it is right here. So you might go in, maybe you didn't want to place a bid yet, but you wanted to think about it. You were looking at a bunch of different items and you got a budget at home and you're trying to figure out what you're going to bid on. Star the items. And then if I star them, and then I go
Oh.
back and I say, show me the items I've starred. There's that Dutch Bros package. All right.
Oh, neat.
So don't waste any time. Get in there, star, bid, do whatever it takes, right? We're raising money for Twality. And, I always share this with our audiences, Liz, and that is that every bid, every time you bid, whether you win the item or not, friends, you are raising money for Twality PSO to positively impact the educational experiences of the students there at Twality Middle School. So great opportunity. All right there, Miss Liz, talk to me about, I don't want you to give me your favorite items, but I
Ooh.
think we should probably highlight some items that you think are going to be real popular with everybody but you, because I don't want you to get outbid.
Let's see. If you just scroll just a little bit and you see that original artwork by Ryan Lombard.
Uh-huh.
She is a former Twality student.
Wow.
She is a senior in high school now, and this is a community project that she started a long time ago, where she makes these original works of art. They have been sold and are displayed all across the Portland metro area. And she uses the funds raised by her artwork to give back to the community. And she works very closely with our local food bank, Packed with Pride. Wow. Which she very generously donated one of her prints for our auction in our Communicare program, which is one of the social clubs that kids can join at our middle school. Cool. They donated the frame to go with her artwork.
And I read here she's a senior at Valley Catholic. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
Well, I do the Valley Catholic auction every year, so that's fantastic. Great school. Fun. She's living valiantly, as we like to say with Valley Catholic.
Yes.
Valiance. She is living valiantly. So, hey, thanks, Ryan. That is awesome. What an amazing gift to give back to Twality. And now somebody needs to bid high, bid often. And if you want that package, I always tell people this: bid fast and bid last if you want to win a package, right? So that's awesome. Give me another one that you think everybody will find cool, and you can just give me the name and I'll type it in.
Oh, right. Bull Mountain Orthodontics is also a very big partner in our community in the Tiger Tualatin School District. They are always generous, always giving. I think just about everybody I know goes to their office for their orthodontia, whether you're doing Invisalign or braces, adults and children. The child there on the left happens to be my son, who has had a set of braces, who's scheduled to go back for a second set.
Oh,
when
those wears retainers, or is it the
second? Well, when the molars come in, then he'll have to get them.
Yeah.
So
back in my day, they just did it, 18 months straight. Now they break it up. Both my kids had separate treatments. Yeah.
But this is such a great basket. They put together the cutest little picnic basket that's got a nice little bottle of wine in there and some goodies from Trader Joe's, and $500 off your ortho needs.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a cool package. That's fantastic. And you're at that right age window where people are having to go in their pocket for this stuff, and why not go in your pocket, support Twality, and increase the value of your smile all at the same time.
Yes. I would say also to Ironman, they're also have been amazing, and they have donated to us year after year. This year, they gave us some really cool items. That cooler you see there, you can actually plug that into your car.
What?
And turn it into a freezer or a refrigerator.
Are you kidding me? How cool
No, it's really cool.
That is fantastic. And Amy, she says, I need to bid on this next. Well, you better get in there.
Yeah.
And Amy, place a proxy bid. so that you get the best
Great.
deal, right? That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you. Big thank you to Iron Man for making that happen. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah.
What a cool place. If you haven't hung out at Iron Man, it's
It's so cool in there. They have
yeah,
all the fun things.
all the fun things. Absolutely. Okay. And then once I searched for that item, right? And then people
Mhm.
were like, how do I get back? How do I get back? Well, when I put my cursor in back in that little window, I click the X,
Okay.
everything will show back up.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Give me another one.
Ooh, well, Dutch Bros is always very popular,
Absolutely.
especially if you have tweens and teens. We're
Yep.
constantly being hit up to stop by there on the way to school in the mornings. Goodness, let's see what else.
And locally owned, most of those. I don't know which one you go to, but Ryan and Hawkins and Abby over there in Sherwood own several of those locations. And
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we usually go to the one on 99 by
the Costco
Walgreens.
there
Yep,
by Walgreens. Okay. Yeah, I
yep,
don't know if that's one of theirs or not, but
yep.
anyhow, good.
That one. Also, too, we have that DeWalt drill bit is really cool too.
A wall right here. Yeah,
Yes. So that was donated by a family at our school who works with DeWalt, and they were generous and gave us this really awesome toolkit
that is fantastic. Yeah.
with the bit
That might
sets that
that
go
might be
along
that
with
might
it.
be a good one for Auctioneer Patrick to bid on because that's
Yeah,
he knew what
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
Yeah, and you just got Eli Nay, you've got one night over at the Hallmark. I mean, you've
yeah.
got a little bit of everything here. I mean, it's
We
pretty
do.
spectacular.
You can also do, yep. We also, if you are done with family planning, you can head over to Dr. Snip and schedule that vasectomy.
I'm just so disappointed you're not having a live auction and I wouldn't get to sell this live. I mean, I could have so much fun with this. It would be
I
ridiculous.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it feels a little silly, but it is necessary.
Well, as a guy, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
stay with yeah. Let's call it prudent, okay.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
necessary. How about prudent?
All right. All
But
right.
yeah, what a cool package, and that's what's neat about the online auctions is you get so many items, and many of them are things that you're already going to spend money on, Liz.
Yeah.
And why not spend that money and support Twality PSO at the same time because it's
Yeah,
making a difference in the lives of these kids.
you might as
Um,
well.
Frog Pond Farms, my buddy Justin Tim over there at Frog Pond, he's an old auctioneer, sold a bunch of llamas over the years and did benefits. And Frog
Oh,
Pond Farm, he
neat.
started during the COVID time of doing all the fancy stuff. So, big shout out to Justin making that a
Oh,
possible
cool.
option for you. And yeah, Frog Pond is a cool place if you're
Yeah.
all sorts of fun stuff happening at Frog Pond. Hopscotch
Yeah.
Portland, another great play. I mean, I'm just blown away here. Over 8 pages of stuff,
Yeah.
of things that people could use. Everything from things to fill up your day when you got those days off from school that you need to, occupy the children, and the days that they're at school and you want to head off to some wine tasting. You've got some great wine tasting packages. It looks like to
Yeah.
me.
There's
Um,
also one other one I wanted to talk about real quick was
please,
Party Hero. That was
party.
another really awesome gift that we got or donation item that we received. You see it down there on the bottom. Yep, there you go. This is so cute. Even if you have a middle schooler, or a younger child,
There you go.
they come and set up a slumber party at your home.
How sweet is that?
I know.
How sweet is
How
that?
adorable. So they'll come and set up these little slumber party beds with all
Yeah.
the decorations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that is a really cool idea, and
So fun and outside of the box. And this is
absolutely.
a small local business owner that's right here in our neighborhood. So I
Is that
definitely want
Stephanie?
to.
Is that
Who's that?
Stephanie? I don't see a
You
name on it.
know, I'm not sure who.
Yeah, It's a great package though, and
Mhm.
you know, I think we've all been there. You and I were talking about kids earlier before we came on the air, and it's always amazing uh when you have to organize these parties, and stuff costs real money, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
you know, and everybody's trying to outdo the Joneses, right? It seems like, and your kid's asking for the moon. Well, here's a terrific way to give them something that you wouldn't probably do by yourself and on your own. And at the
Yeah.
same time, making a difference for the kids at Twality. So
Yeah,
yeah,
just a really cool, unique experience, I feel like.
yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's awesome. Was there anything else on there that you wanted to touch base on?
Gosh. Well, the reserve parking spot, that's always a big one. And I know that we'll be having hopefully also some employees that will be getting in on that bidding war as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can't pass that up. Shelly's all over it right now. I even tried to outbid her, but he wasn't real good with that proxy bid, so he didn't go high enough. But it looks like when I look down there at the bidding, but yeah, it's already at 250,
Yeah,
and go in there and set your max. I mean, there's nothing better than being able to park in the front row, right? I mean,
that's right.
that's
Yes. And I'm sure most people know the parking at schools are always never enough.
never enough, and often not very convenient, right?
No. Mm-mm.
And in this market where it has a little precipitation on a regular basis,
Yes.
it's nice to have that front row spot when you're dropping off your kids, even if you don't get out of the car.
That's
Getting to
right. Well,
school.
and not only that, that is not a compact, it is a full-size spot.
Ooh, so you can get your Suburban right
So
in there,
you
no
can
problem.
actually park and open your doors.
Wow. Now as a big guy, that might be enough of a bonus for me to bid on it. And I'm not
Right.
even going to go to the school. So that is awesome. That is awesome. And then, you know, the other thing I noticed on here, and I'm not gonna say the right word. You're gonna tell me, but it's uh the the shout outs, right? Is that what you call them? The birthday shout outs?
Oh, yes, birthday shout outs.
And these are by the month now, as I understand, are these I didn't
It's actually not
the
in the
shout
auction
outs.
catalog. You can purchase them
Okay.
up
Okay.
at the top.
Yep, there they are. And you can purchase those by the month, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
they're just buy it now. So you don't even have to bid. You don't have to worry about proxy bid. If you've got a child that's got a birthday
that's
in
right.
October, just jump right in there and you can purchase it right now today for $25.
You sure can. So if you have a grandparent that lives out of state and wants to contribute, this is a great item for them to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Make their grandchild's day. They always like that. And
Yes.
then uh, you, you also have, and I see it's posted here now because Miss Kelly and I were talking about it here. Uh, Tell me about this one.
Ooh, so this is our speakeasy. So when you go to that front page and you see the different buttons of areas that you can click on, if you click on our little speakeasy from here, um, we have a little whiskey wall. Um, Rose City Distilling has also been an extremely generous donor the last few years to us. So they donated a few cases of their higher tiered whiskey. And we had a total of 20 bottles in our speakeasy that are up for grabs.
There's only 17 left, by the way, Miss
Yeah.
Liz, because 3 have already been purchased. So don't
Mhm.
waste any time, folks. Like I said, there are no friends at an auction. Even though this is a for sale item, jump in there and get in the speakeasy as
Yes.
fast as you can. That would be a good idea. And as always, you know, you mentioned the grandparents and reaching out. Making a tax deductible contribution is always a good idea, right?
They can.
Liz?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can do that right here. Just go in and we're gonna when I get off this call, Liz, I'm gonna add a little make a choice of any dollar amount that you want, and you can do that right there also. That would be awesome.
Awesome.
Uh, Liz, I mean, I can't. Is there anything else? I mean, I just want to get off the call and start
And
bidding.
start bidding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, folks, if you have any questions, now would be the time. Drop them in the box and let us answer them for you right now before we finish up our stream for today. And also, even if you just say hi, it's great to say hello back. Say hi, ask questions, whatever works for you. We're so excited about the Glow Big event benefiting the Twality PSO. Liz, any thank yous you want to shout out?
I really just want to thank all of the community members that have helped us put this auction on. I want to give a huge shout out to our Twality staff and our teachers for also helping to push our information out to gather donations for these awesome auction baskets that we have up for bid. We really could not do this on our own. It really is a huge community effort to put these on, and it takes all of us, parents, friends, staff, everyone.
Yeah, it's a
And I
community effort
am
for sure.
very appreciative of I'm so appreciative of the community here at Twality. It is really just makes my heart happy to know that I get to be a part of this.
That's absolutely. And Kathy giving you a little shout out there.
Aw.
And Amy and then buddy Sherry Smith Hutton is all over it. So many great
Yeah.
items. So thanks so much for tuning in. Liz, I wish you nothing but bids that soar. I hope you have an amazing, amazing event. I can't thank you enough for letting me be a very small part of it
Thank
and
you.
helping educate your community on how to bid, how to get the best deals, and most importantly, how to support Twality Middle School
Yes.
PSO. All right.
I'll
let you wrap it up for us.
Okay, you guys, get out there, get registered, start bidding. There's only 150 raffle tickets up for grabs. It's an amazing 7 nights, 8 days in Mexico. I mean, gosh, wouldn't we all love to be there right now?
Wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? Our buddy
Yes.
Kelly chiming in. Until next time, folks, bid high, bid often, and remember, if you want to win, bid fast and bid last. Congratulations, Liz. Best of luck all week. Remember, May 4th at noon, bidding will begin to end. Thanks for tuning in today. Replay will be up on the website in a few moments. Point your friends there and let them check it out. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye, Liz.
Thank you. Bye.